Hello and welcome into Sorare Spotlight. I'm Andrew Laird. You can find me as Lairdino on Sorare. Back after last week. Talk about, let's see, what do we have this weekend? Prem, Ligue 1, Challengers. And it just feels like everything, we're still waiting for everything else. And we'll get a little bit back this weekend. But we still, then I think there's some cup games. It's getting a little sloppy this time of year. And I feel like everyone who has a lot of cards that have games is really excited. And then there's the rest of us who are just like, hey, can you please get back to the real football and all of it, please? And so we're going to get into a bunch of that stuff today because that's what we do on the Sorare Spotlight. Appreciate everyone coming in. Although right now, all I see is Sean. I see that there are more people watching. Sean's the only one in the live chat. And so big up to Sean. And frankly, I might take the next podium spots. But we got another Sean. It's a whole day of Sean's. Let's have it. Missed out on Challenger Streak 5 by 15 points was a good run. So I'll talk about my own streak stuff because I had such optimism coming into the game week, and then all of a sudden, it was not as optimistic. Fabian, what's up? Thanks for coming in. So I believe that puts you on the podium, even though Javik is saying that they're third, that they're fourth. Sean Kennedy, Sean Thorpe, Fabian on the podium. Javik, unfortunately, fourth. But appreciate you guys coming in, watching, and checking in on the live chat. Don't forget to like the video. It's always helpful. And, if you're into Sorare content and are looking for more, I have my own Sorare channel, which you guys know. But if you don't, Sorare with Laird is the channel. Go check that out. So let's see. What did we even have today? Actually, let's talk a little bit about the big managerial moves that have happened today. And by moves, we don't have replacements yet, but two very, very important teams for Sorare are now looking for managers. And I feel like at this point, Celtics should just name Quinny manager and get on with it. I feel like where they're, dancing left and right with all these other guys, when really, like, Quinny's the guy for the job. Just let him have it. Philly Dilly, what's up? Hi, Andrew. Sorare Spotlight prediction. EPL streak data is going to be very, very gross over the weekend. I did see a number of people talking about how bad the scores were in Prem, which they were. And so, I don't know how many people continued to go. Fabian said, I made my fourth streak in La Liga rare, so a good game week for me. That's huge. That's huge. Although I believe, I think someone mentioned somewhere in some Discord I'm in, that Barcelona are off next week, or let me see. Do they have let's see. So they play the Cup on Wednesday against Athletic Club. Yeah, and then they're off this weekend, and then they play Real Sociedad. So do we not have any La Liga this weekend? Oh, we do. It's just Barcelona who are off. So that's fair. And a bummer for anybody who uses Barcelona in order to get their streaks. But that's what happens. We all know it's Bruno or nothing. As manager, you want Bruno to manage? I have to pass next La Liga game week. I mean, that happens. It's not like, well, I guess the tricky thing is, let's just look into that right now, actually. Because the tricky thing with, oh no, it's scores now. Maybe it was, hold on. Play, where's my rewards tab? Where did that go? So I can see all the competitions for this game week. I don't want matches. I don't want players. Where's Tolga when you need him? I wonder if I do this. Will this work? Not really. This gives me League Division 1, but how do I get to La Liga and Prem since I don't play them? Code red on anybody who knows. It's not quick play, not the championship. Scores, matches. I feel like it wouldn't be anywhere else, but let's see. Maybe I'm just missing a big one here. I don't want the upcoming game week. I don't want next game week, but I guess we could see if we could trick ourselves into it. Nope. Huh. Well, this makes everything a little more complicated for what we do on this show, huh? Lionel, what's up? Thanks for coming in and saying hi. Hope you had a nice weekend. Let's see. Let's just click around. Pro. I don't want any of these. I want, oh, this is how we're going to, no, oh, maybe. La Liga. I can't even click over. They won't even let me in. Does anybody know how to get in here? I appreciate the irony of being unable to find this stuff while I'm on the Sorare channel looking for it. For you, do we think it's part of scouting now? Doesn't seem like it. Hmm. Click full leaderboard inside a contest and you can flip between scarcities. But this is only, I want to look at ones where that I'm not entered in. So like I can, well, actually, let's see, click, yeah, like I can see everything in League On. I don't even, where can I flick through? Actually, now that I've said that. View leaderboard. That's this. Go back to the next game week and then find that drop down again. I still don't think. Let's try this. Although there is La Liga. So let's drop down to the top. Like this is. Can we play around with the actual link? Like, how do we go back to this current game? Oh, there it is. Oh no, these are future. Yeah, these are future still. I wasn't looking for the next La Liga game week, to be honest. I was trying to look at this current one. But this is the next one, where we know Barcelona are not playing. What's the what are the dates on this current game week? 6 through 9. So let's just do this if we can. We cannot. Is there more to that link? Oh, there is. Lino, I'm just looking for the leaderboard for this current game week in La Liga. That's all I want to see. I did not enter La Liga, and so it's not on my lineups. And usually there's a button here that says it's like rewards and top scorers. And now the top players are here, but I don't have the rewards. The rewards are where we see the leaderboard and all the people that were able to get up to all the people, like to see what scores won each competition. But now I have no idea how to find it, which makes this show a little bit harder. Anyway, I guess we're going to skip that. Scores, latest news. Maybe the pitch notes, which I read last week, will tell us. Market page, my Sorare, new collections, max teams per arena. Yeah, it wasn't in here. All market activities, including scout. Try someone who enters all leagues like Pranksy. Pranksy, I don't think enters limited, but you're right. We can do that. Maybe. Okay. So this is La Liga Super Rare. View leaderboard. This is still only going to give me Super Rare. I can't change the scarcity here. I can go back to the Super Rare leaderboard. But I don't think Pranksy plays La Liga Limited. Oh, I take it back. I take it back. All right. So let's see what won La Liga. Skiminato. Actually, I didn't even look if La Liga was finished. Then do the same by going into drop downs of each league. Sorry, but that's the best I can offer. All right. Your projected rewards, then view rewards. My projected rewards? Hold on, I do want to see just if La Liga is done. Oh wait, I'm looking on my own and I can't see that. Anyway. Top lineup in La Liga Limited Division 1. Joan Garcia, Jules Koundé, Bellingham captain, 68, no decisive, and a 5-1 win. Giuliano Simeone and Rodrigo. How about the rebirth of Rodrigo, who I don't think I even had in a lineup, which is a bit disappointing. But $2,000 and the third streak, which gives you 2,500 rare essence for Skiminato. Dark Society second. Garcia, Koundé, Fermin Lopez, Rodrigo, and Sorloth. Wow. So we found the two guys with decisives for Atletico Madrid. And then LaRouche is third, Garcia, Kubarsi, Bellingham, Rodrigo, and Federico Valverde. So wild Real Madrid situation here. No Heisen, no Mbappe, Gonzalo Garcia with a hat trick. Opta reduced Rodrigo by 5 points today. Ooh. All right, let's try this. Go on to your game week. Oh, like projected rewards up here. View rewards. All right, there we go. That's what we're looking for. Thank you, guys. I knew we could get this. I knew we could do this together. And by together, I mean you guys could do it without me. Okay. See, this looks much more familiar. Okay. So this is the lineup we saw. 2000. Okay, so 531.66. 509 was second, Division 2. Garcia, Nahuel Tenaglia, Federico Valverde, Cucho, and Take Kubo. Wow, these are just some like so rare. They're not like OGs, but like they're a little bit. Shout out to Quinny with the Take Kubo. Although I believe Harry Trades just crafted his super rare. So that's pretty fun. Second place, Garcia, Kubarsi, Pablo Torre, Rodrigo, and there's Gonzalo Garcia. Somebody had faith. And then third place, Garcia, Koundé, Valverde, Vinny, and Rodrigo. So just a lot of shockingly Real Madrid and Barcelona combinations are winning. D3, do we see the same? Courtois, Koundé, Valverde, Garcia, Tchouaméni. Yes. Same team, just like the B players. Just kind of funny to see. All right. Rare. Peace, love, understanding. Let's go. Oh, wait. I did want to see. Is La Liga done? Yes, they're done. Okay. Peace, love, understanding. Big up. Joan Garcia, Eric Garcia, captain, Federico Valverde, Rodrigo, and Nicolas Pepe. The Eric Garcia captain here, that's pretty wild to me. Genuinely. But 571.8. Heck of a score. Sporting Shamrocks, Garcia, we didn't even talk about the fact that Garcia had 100. Garcia, Balde, Valverde captain, Take Kubo, and Chumeni. I wonder how confident they were in these lineups. Ashoka, who I don't think there is a hotter player on Sorare right now. Garcia, Marcos Alonso, Jude Bellingham, Yamal, and Rodrigo. Let's see. Genuinely, I think they also hit the quick play top. That's such a cool Hall of Fame. I was just trying to see where they were in the streak. So that was the third streak for them as well. And they also won $80 with this lineup: Courtois, Carreras, Bellingham, Rodrigo, Yamal. Whew. That's awesome. So 571 won Division 1, Division 2 512. Wow. Garcia, Balde, Baena, excuse me, Simeone and Rodrigo. I'm not even sure I used Rodrigo. Third place, there we go. Alex Ramiro, Omar El Hilali, Fermin Lopez, Rodrigo, and Kubo. It's a fun lineup. That classic Rodrigo. Now I'm curious if I used my Rodrigo anywhere. Oh, actually, I can look in right here, right? Did I use Rodrigo? Oh, I did. In All-Star Rare, which is doing 28 points to a reward. Oh, I captained Rodrigo. Look at me. It's about the only thing I got right in this lineup. Looking for food. No Levante stacks. I mean, I don't see any. What did Levante do? No, hold on. Yesterday. 3-0 away to Sevilla. Well, we can do this. We can see that. Well, actually, I was so confident. I was like, oh yeah, we can see, but let's see. Hold on. Yeah, here, top players in nope, this one here. Primera Division. There we go. And let's see who we have. Garcia, Take Kubo. There's Matt Ryan, 93. Jeez. Answer your question, no. Levante stacks were not enough. So Ryan, 93. Moreno, 64. Arriaga, 71. Alvarez, 68. Romero, 68. Like that would be your five-player stack. But yeah, they're just, I guess it's a little surprising that Ryan wasn't in any of the top lineups. But away to Sevilla, not that, well, no. Who's stacking Levante? And who's stacking Levante away to Sevilla, even though Sevilla aren't great? I'm not sure you're going to get a lot of Levante stacks. Looking for food, do you have one? Is that why you're like, wait, what about Levante? And then Division 3, top prize 530, or top finish 531. Garcia, Rafa Marin, Valverde captain, Nicolas Pepe, and Simeone. Has Pepe, is that his first decisive since that like absurd run he had at the beginning of the season? Like right at the beginning. Yeah, here we go. Game week 1, 2, and 3, 87, 85, 78. He's had 1, 2 decisives since then. And this one was against, of course, against Juve. But man, he is, whew. Oviedo, what is that? Oviedo, Girona, and Celta Vigo to start. No, I had the wrong Barca stack, but was hoping to see a Levante stack up there just for the hope that it could happen. That's funny you think that. But no Levante stacks this week, and no Matt Ryan anywhere. Although maybe super rare, I feel like it is where it would be if there was going to be one. At least a Matt Ryan somewhere. Pranksy is first place. Oh my goodness. All right, here's the power of uniques in super rare competitions. So Pranksy finishes first and I like pulled this up earlier and then didn't actually look at it. So it's Joan Garcia, Pau Cubarsi, excuse me, Pedri, who did not start, Rodrigo, and Jude Bellingham. Garcia, Cubarsi, and Pedri are in season uniques. Excuse me. Rodrigo and Jude, classic uniques. So this isn't quite the max bonus, I don't believe, but it is pretty damn close. So $4,000 is the top prize in La Liga Super Rare, but this lineup won $18,000. That's a lot. Frank's team seems good. Agreed. Whew, man. And in fact, his $400 here turned into $18.24. That's League On. I don't want to bury the lead here, but that's pretty good too. Oh, that's a cool looking lineup. Anyway, second place. Do we have Levante in second place? Joan Garcia, Cubarsi captain, Alberto Molero, Nico Williams, and Cucho. So the answer is no. But I feel like this is more of the kind of the lineup that Looking for Food is hoping for. This Pranksy fella seems quite good at the game. He does seem pretty good. Yeah. Maybe he'll win something win a little bit one day. Big Papi Graves, Oblak, Balde, Valverde, Garcia. That's Gonzalo Garcia and Mariki. Man, where is Matt Ryan? Like who has Matt Ryan anywhere? Are we going to find one? Courtois, Garcia, Tim Goat. Just a lot of Joan Garcias out there. Bichio, Arriga. I can say this like if I just say it quickly, like Arriga Zabala, but I clearly don't say it. Sorry to send you down the rabbit hole. I mean, this show, this is a rabbit. We should have just called this show like So Rare Rabbit Hole. Pedri, Sergio Herrera. So, oh my gosh. I also assume that there are a lot of Matt Ryan super rares. There he is. Luca Magic saves us. 16th place. Matt Ryan, Rudiger, Santi Comesaña, who had a 20, Rodrigo, and Sorloth. And it's a classic Ryan, no less. Just nobody wants to play in-season Matt Ryans. Does he even have any? Like I'm starting to wonder if he even has cards. And clearly he does, but in fact, he's maxed out. Tyson's a trader. Here's a trader. Wow, 1 month ago for $200. Swaps and sales. And then Buzzer Beater has, let's see where Buzzer Beater played their in-season unique, Matt Ryan. Here we go. Ryan, Carreras, Pedri, Rafinha, Rodrigo. Oh, man, that's unlucky with the Pedri. Madrid conceding. Oof. Did Rafinha really only have 37? So they actually didn't have. Is Eric Garcia a? No, he's a defender. Yeah, I was gonna say he doesn't have. There's no midfielders like with good scores unless you play Danny Olmo off the bench. Firmino's he's a mid. Yeah, it's a weird. It's a weird Barcelona line, like scores for when they win, but obviously they rotated quite a bit. All right, so that was La Liga. I don't have. Let me double check here. I don't have the updated La Liga streak info yet. And I'm not sure I'm not sure I'm getting it. But let's see of just even the number of people who hit it. So 460 is the line in. So plenty of people hit 460 in limited for the top streak. Is the top rare one 510? Is that what it is? 5. No, I don't want to set a lineup. I don't have any of these cards. Yeah, 510. And we did have a decent number of people hitting 510 in La Liga. There's QTN. They probably hit it. Garcia, Alonso, Bellingham, Rodrigo, and Yamal. Didn't rotate really other than Pedri, to be honest. And yeah, that's fair. So let's see. QTN got on the third streak here. First streak in Challenger. First streak in Prem Limited. Third in La Liga Limited. Okay. Andreas, hello. All right. So that was La Liga. We'll look at Liga 1 because Philly Dilly's here and I got to keep him around while before I get to the Prem. So PSG stack. So this is infuriating to me, and I'll show you why in a second. But so first place in La Liga, Liga Unlimited: Chevalier, Pacho, Fabian Ruiz, Doué, and Dembele captain. That's 482.42 from Le Flaco. No Mercy second. Bryce Samba took Chevalier out. Smart move. Pacho, Vitinha, Doué, Dembele. And then Nini 78 with a little lawn stack. Risser, Ganiao, if that's how you say it, with a 100. Wow. Del Castillo, Ajorque, and Dembele. Fun lineup. I'm not sure I would have captained Del Castillo, and I say that as somebody who may have actually captained Del Castillo. But the reason I'm tilted about that is because I was going for the fourth streak in Ligue 1 this week in limited with a PSG stack, and it was just a disaster. Obviously, Kavicha ended up not playing. I think he was questionable, which obviously, like, I took the risk and it failed, but I needed 420, I believe, right? Yeah, 420, and the Kavicha DNP 272. Chevalier goalkeeper. Pacho was good. Vitinha actually quite poor in a win, and Del Castillo. I wonder if did they like have anything going and like a big chance created? Yeah. Okay. So Del Castillo had a big chance created. Vitinha just really, did he have, no, just didn't really do anything. I don't even know who scored for Paris FC. Goebbels. All right. From Gory. So Moses Simon didn't even play. Limelu didn't play. And what happened to Cabal? Is Cabal hurt? Man, Kavicha on the bench too. Anyway, so congrats to those who got the PSG. Oh, Cabal's at AFCON, of course. Thank you to Ede and Fabian. Yep, thank you. Vitinha has been off at the last couple games. I wonder if there's anything like it's really just the fact that he hasn't had a decisive. Well, I guess the actual underlying stats that much different. Let's see. So, yeah, I mean, he's only taken 3 shots in the last 3 games. Really not creating as many chances. The pass numbers are still, in fact, it's kind of interesting. Is he just playing deeper? Because here, clearly, like, he's shooting more and making less passes. But 113, 122, and 122 passes in the last 3 games, respectively. That's pretty good. In fact, that's very good if, you want a lot of passes. But I feel like you would prefer to have more shots. and more chances created for decisive. So I guess it's just maybe that's it. I'm not going to look at heat maps because I've already whatever. Anyway, so 482 wins Division 1, 511. Anthony Lopez, the Lopez clean sheet for Nantes away to Marseille. Udall, Thomason, Dembele, and Fabian Ruiz. The Ruiz one infuriates me. And I say this because I really like Fabian Ruiz. And actually, when I was doing my lineups, I was considering getting João Neves to play instead of Del Castillo. And my other option was Pierre-Emile Højbjerg from Marseille. And part of me was like, I bet Fabian Ruiz is much cheaper, which he is. But I looked at these yellows, like all of these yellows, and I was just like, I don't know if I can do it. And so of course he has, is that his actual best game of the season? No, he had a 100 in game week 3. So his second best game of the season. With a big chance. Oh my gosh, he had a big chance missed also. And he's literally 28. Oh my gosh, $28. Now, there's no reason to think that he should be as much as these guys, but he's less than half of Neves from a floor perspective. 47 for Højbjerg. He only had 13 final third passes of the 122. That's Vitinha. That's crazy. 13 out of 122. I mean, yeah. There you go. Actually, now I'm wondering how many did 27 out of 88 for Ruiz. Yeah. Even a couple tackles, 2 1 tackles, and he got his double because he won 4. Oh wow, 1 interception away from a triple double. Oh man, that's tilting. Anyway, Kaido in second, Donovan Leon, Pacho, Ruiz, Dembele, Doué. I wonder if this is if we're going to see more of this. And it looks very similar to Bayern Munich stacks without Manuel Neuer. Not that Leon ended up being a great play at 39 points and Chevalier, what did he have? 37. So not all that different. Leon playing away to Brest, not the best matchup, but that's interesting. Lopez, Jonathan Klaus, Thomason, Tovan, and Dembele. Tovan pretty disappointing. This is they were up a man for most of this game. Did Tovan have like any big chance missed or something? Nope, just didn't really get much going. Did have a big chance created. Okay, so somebody missed one. I'm guessing Edward. Oh, it wasn't. Apologies for the besmirching there, Odson. But yeah, as somebody with a Toulouse defensive stack, actually I had almost a full Toulouse stack. That red card didn't help. So Division 3, 479. So hold on, what was top one in 4? Okay, so 479.23 was second. Whoops. So this would have been second in D1. A non-stack with Ganiu and Ruiz captain. It's a fun lineup. All right, let's check out Rare. Sorry, let me just check to see if we've gotten our if we've got our streak data. No, we don't. Okay, so first in Rare, Samba, Jacquet, Lempenant. I don't know who that is from Nantes. Wesley Said and Jonathan Klaus Classic. Subasu with the win there, $3,000. I was actually trying to get I might have bought a card from Subasu actually, now that we've said that. But anyway, Ren defensive stack away to Lille as Ren win 2-0. How about that? In fact, we only have one home player, and it was Klaus, who they captained, and that was their highest score. So great captain there. Il Fenomeno second, Risser, Udall, Thomason, Saar, and Hein. Hein away to Lorient gets an assist. I don't know if I played my Hein. Oh, yeah, I did. Here he is. In a disaster of a lineup that got relegated. Oh, man. Brutal week. Brutal. Anyway, so that was Lens away to Toulouse, which is a fine matchup to do a 4-man stack and then Hein captain, which is that's a classic card. Man, unopened classic card. And then La Biblionese, Rui, Nego, Thomason, Said, and Seko. So the Le Havre stack, a defensive stack at home against Angers, captain the guy who didn't get the decisive. But the Le Havre scored decently. Like, Endai had, is that 99? Oh my goodness. 2 assists and 29 all around. Wow. That'll do it. That's a fun lineup. And I believe the Rui, I thought Rui had an error led to goal. No? Did they take that off? Or did they give it to somebody else? Pavard. Oh, it was no, Vermeeren got a red card, right? Yeah. I really thought there was an error led to goal here. But obviously there isn't. But anyway, they conceded regardless. 493 wins Division 1. 513. Sorare Josh. There we go. Anthony Lopez, Tagliafico, Del Castillo, Ajorque. I don't know who this guy is, even though I have like a number of Brest players. And Fabian Ruiz. I have Magnetti, who, of course, had 44 and a yellow card. In fact, my God, the worst possible score. How is this guy for the most part? Oh, now I know why I didn't buy him. Okay. That's fine. I was like, how did I miss that? But that's like exactly the kind of player I don't buy. Fabian Ruiz, Napoli card, captain. Love to see that. Peace, Love, Understanding, who we've already mentioned. Chevalier, Pacho, Ruiz, Dembele, Doué with the Ren rookie card. Beautiful card. Love the red on red. Yeah, that's... God, I love these. Absolutely love that. So old, you can't even turn it around. How long has he had this card? From the beginning. 15,000 XP. Well done, Peace, Love, Understanding. And Team Bambi with some leftover super rares like Bryce Samba, Jonathan Klaus, Warren Zaire, Emery, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, and Ousmane Dembele. My God. They took the error led to go off in-game. It was a mistake. Oh, okay. Well, it was an error. See what I did there? Anyway, no Salah, no party, which is kind of funny to see in Ligue 1. That was 4th place. Maxime Dupé, Klaus, Thomason, Tovan, and Dembele. Just a lot of Dembele. And then Division 3, 486 wins. Dominic Grief from Lyon. Seko captain. Love to see that. Endai, Mbolo, and Juma Ba. How has Juma Ba been? Oh, that is not even close to what I meant to do. I didn't even know I could do this. No, Ba hasn't really been great. That is like a game changer of what I just did. What did I say? Open image. No, that's not what I want. I literally have no idea what I clicked here. Weird. How do I get that back? That was fun. Funny. So there's your way to get to a podium. Oh, $90. All right, super rare where I had a decent run. I had this lineup here that at one point was doing well, was actually winning 500 essence. I see now it's down to 250, which is kind of a bummer. And then captaining the guy in a game where they get a red card in like the 23rd minute, not great. Not captaining the guy with 2 decisives, also not great. And for some reason, I thought maybe I would get. Oh, I did. I got 57 extra XP. Excuse me, essence, because of my unique, which doesn't feel as exciting anymore. Anyway, first place, Lopez Frankowski. Wow. Thomason, captain, smart footy chump. Pablo Pages, and there's Fabian Ruiz. Fabian Ruiz, super rare, would be fun to have. Risser, Sar, Thomason, Baidu from Lons. So just a Lons stack with Dembele. Baidu, classic, unique. Jean Delens, and then Jobs, Samba, Jaquette, Ruiz, Edward, and Tolizo. Okay. So the Ren defensive stack, and then some guys. Okay. Tyson here, Lopez, Baidu, Tyler Morton with a 70. Actually didn't look to see who the top guys were in Ligue 1, just because I didn't have them. Although I had Thomason. Let's see. Ganu, Tylel, Tati. Never heard of this guy, but he's got 100. And I just look at the names. I mean, the teams from the top scorers of this game week. Lens, Nantes, Le Havre, Rennes, PSG, but it's Fabian Ruiz. Nice, PSG, but it's Douai. Nantes, Le Havre, cheese. That Nantes stack is so funny that's 2-0 away to Marseille. Fun fact, I actually went to see Nantes at Marseille a few years ago. Hello, I'm French. I don't understand English, but I'm watching it anyway. Ah, merci beaucoup. All right, let's see here. That's all my French. You guys just heard it all. Philly Dilly. It's Prem time. What the hell happened in the Prem? Next Pen 10. I wonder who that could be. Congratulations, Michael, even though you're not watching. Bart Verbruggen, Malik Tiao, Bruno Guimaraes, Ollie Watkins, and Yuri Tielemans. So Verbruggen, clean sheet away to Burnley. Excuse me, home against Burnley. 2 Newcastle, 2 Aston Villa, who won 3-1 at home against Forest. 525.92. Quick check. We are done for the game week. Okay. Just wanted to make sure we didn't have any more matches. So that's 525.92, wins $2,500. And I thought, let's see where he is in the streaks. 3rd streak, so an extra $50. He did tweet, which was really funny, that this guy, Skenny77, sent him an offer for Ollie Watkins, which had he accepted or countered, would have voided this lineup and moved Skenny up. So one of those silly, not silly, but a little bit of a showmanship's not the right word, but whatever. Skenny's got Pope, Tiao, Tielemans, Cunha, and Bruno G. And then Simon, Siziman, Verbruggen, Van Hecke, Tielemans, Watkins, and Guimaraes. I was going to say, I feel like we would have seen more. We've looked at 3 lineups, but I feel like we would have seen more Brighton. But I guess, yeah, Ferdy 100. Nobody's going to play him, though. Yeah, I guess the scores weren't that huge. De Kuiper didn't even start. So that's Division 1. Was it Marseille who had 2 sent off? Was it? I didn't think they had any, to be honest. But let's check. We'll just go back quickly. Of course, I click on the guys that don't have not. Oh wait, I think it was Division 3 had not. Yeah. Vermeeren had a red, and oh yeah, Nader subbed on 25 minutes in, and then got another red. Let me see this. Hold on. Is that really what happened? Here we go. Oh, it was early. 26-minute red, and then another one in the 56th. Anyway, sorry. Back to the prep. Oh man, did I lose where we were? View rewards. There we go. Prem. Philly Dilly doesn't appreciate us moving off here. All right. So that was Division 1. 525. 500 spot 1-1 is first. There's Kadioglu. Verbruggen, Kadioglu, Tielemans, Watkins, Shar. So just a lot of Tielemans, Watkins. Second place, Tielemans, Watkins, Emi Martinez, Tiao, and Guimaraes. Wasn't that the same as? Wait, wasn't that the same as Mike's lineup? Except he had Verbruggen. This one. Watkins, Tielemans, Guimaraes, yeah. Emi Martinez 55, Verbruggen 72. That's the difference. Oh, and a Bruno captain. Whereas here they had, oh no, same captain, yeah. Yep. And then let's see, Hayweyer, Leno, Tiao, Tielemans, Van Hecke, and Thiago with 4 decisives. 3 goals and a clearance off the line, of course. As you do. And then Division 3. It's an early lunch, Philly Dilly. You missed, we literally started Prem a minute ago. And then first place in Division 3, Filibustiero, Leno. Actually, that didn't change over. Hold on. There we go. Pope, Tiao, Tielemans, Watkins, McGinn. Oh, yeah. John McGinn had a huge one. Reese Jones, Emi Martinez, Tiao, Janelt, Tiago, and Ezri Konsa. And Larry Longballs, Jose Sa, Tiao, Yasin Ayari, Gruda, and McGinn. I don't even know who these guys are. The Brighton guys, at least. But yeah, if you had Brighton, you were fine. You know what's kind of funny that we didn't see? I mean, it's not funny, but like no Wolves stacks. Sa, Krejci, Mane, Bueno, and Hwang Hee-chan. He might be a mid. Oh, no, he's... All right. Do we see the same Watkins, Tielemans in rare? Turbo 424, first place. Verbruggen, Van Hecke, captain. Morgan Rogers, Cunha, and Tielemans. So no Watkins here. Cunha over Watkins. 524. 496 is second place. Verbruggen, Van Hecke, Tielemans, Cunha, and Garner. James Garner with 66 and a 4-2 loss. No decisive. Bjarke Ball, third place. Vicario, Poro, Guimaraes, Tielemans, Cunha. So wow, like no Ollie Watkins in rare. Fourth place, Verbruggen, Dunk, Guimaraes, Verts. Yeah. Huh. Interesting. That there's Watkins. Sixth place. Pope, Ruben Diaz, Guimaraes, Saka, and Watkins. 524 wins Division 1. 520 wins Division 2. Kelleher, Collins, Shade, Tiago, and Strujic. Wow. Wow. That's a lineup. That's how you Sorare. The Brentford stack away to Everton, and then the Leeds guy at home against Man United. Watkins is tough 0 AA guy. Yeah, well, I agree, but people still play him, and he scored, so you'd think he was over there. Javier, Kelleher, Collins, Janelle, Reuter, and Tiago. Yeah, I mean, this was the game week if you didn't have, if you're going through without Man City, Arsenal, Liverpool, this is it. Pope, so this is a full Newcastle stack for Jason 06 that won Division 3. Pope, Tiao, Gumerish, Big Nick, and Lewis Miley. 2 special edition cards, that's fun. Bruno G Classic. Jason T101, second place with Emi Martinez, a Sunderland stack of Hume and Enzo Lafie, Tiago and Ferdy Caddy. Wow, this is look at this lineup. $150 wins this one and a promotion to D2. I guess this is the lineup that we would expect in Division 3, right? So it's not, but like that, I love that. Love that. And then we've got a Brighton stack with Bruno G here in third place. Verbruggen, Van Hecke, Captain, Kadioglu, and Danny Welbeck. Why not? Why not have Danny Welbeck? He just entered based on jerseys and thought DMF was a stack. Which lineup was that? This one? Just, yeah, maybe. Or maybe they just like vertical stripes. You're not going to get one from the goalkeeper. And yet, vertical stripes here, but none of them from Newcastle. So we do have Newcastle and Brighton combo there. All right, super rare, Prem. Who are you? First place, 608.1. Kelleher, Collins, Tielemans, Cunha, Tiago. Kelleher, captain. Ooh. Kelleher, captain, away to Everton. Not Tiago, away to Everton. Not Cunha, away to Leeds. Not Tielemans at home against Forest. Kelleher. Now, I guess you can make the argument that he probably had a lot of save upside. 49 points. I mean, he got this right. 4 saves, 2 in the box, 2 punches, a diving save, and 2 smothers. He just gave up 2 goals, and that was the problem. So maybe they're right. Maybe they're right. Titus Shambalicus with an Aston Villa stack. Oh, wow. So Emi Martinez, in-season super rare. It is some gross disrespect to Everton. No brain team. Hello, Romain. But Emi Martinez, Konsa, Tielemans, Ali Watkins, and Boubacar Kamara. Boubacar Kamara, who played in that not Marseille game that I went to a couple years ago, along with William Saliba. They were unbelievably impressive, those two. What did this actually pay out? Because this is an in-season super rare, 3 in-season uniques, and a classic unique. 2,500 was the first place prize. And they won $11,504. So this one won $11,000. Who are you? Oh, wait. Oh, this is the same. Excuse me. 3 in-season uniques, 1 classic unique, and a classic super rare. So instead of 5,000, I was literally going to be like, see, they won more in second place than first. But Huario is like, I got some uniques too. My 5,000 is actually $18,000. And my 8th place lineup, which you think was winning 500, actually won 700. Brentford's weak when they're away to Everton. Oh no, did I lose the... Oh, this is it. And then Cardbreaker is in third. Kelleher, Collins, Bruno, Big Nick, and Janelle. And that's a Big Nick unique from Stuttgart. That's fun. Do we think Sorare Stack in 4th place actually stacked? Hope, Tiao, Gumerish, Hall, and Gordon. Yes, they did. Big ups to them for... I spent streak 1 with my full Lawns team. Risser, Udall, Thomason, Edward, and Sar. Very happy. That's great. That's great. Sorry for copying and pasting into French using Google Translate. Oh, that's fine. It's okay. I wouldn't have any idea what it... I mean, I could Google Translate it myself, I guess. I just want to see if this Sorare Stackers always stacks. Amen to this. Big week for vertical stripes. You're right. So let's see. This was not a full stack. This one was. This one was. Okay. Okay. Not here. That's in Champ. All-Star. Yeah, so not really. Oh, 6 lineups. That's it. Just a lot of Prem. In fact, it's only Prem. Oh, no. Well, they were Prem. Matt Target had 100? Who does he even play for? Middlesbrough. My God, why not? Lucenzio, there is a Sorare Discord. Yes. I bet I could drop that link in here. Hold on. Let's see. Sorare Discord. Where'd mine go? Here we go. Sorare Football. I wonder if this will let me actually. It should, I think. There you go. That's the link to the Sorare Discord. Okay. So I do have some updated streak data, which Philly Dilly is looking for. I also have it for Ligue 1, which we'll get into. But let's see what we got here. All right. So nobody hit the top streak this game week. 31 people did hit the 4th, though. It's actually very similar to last week in terms of the 4th. As you can see, a significant drop off, though. But like these people, yeah, I guess just the last 2 game weeks have been tough. And we're still waiting on somebody hitting it after these 4 right here. So this was game, what game week was this? 40. This was 41. Where are we? So this is 41, 40, because, yeah, we had midweeks, right? We had a mid, yeah. Do we have midweek for, again? I thought we did. Yeah, we do. So we do have Prem, more Prem. Will this show me the odds on this page? Oh, I wonder why it would show me here, but not when I... Oh. That's funny. Tulga, if you're around, how come the odds are only here for the top 3, but when we go to all matches, it's not here? I know we could look at it in Scout or scores. Oh my gosh, I've done this like 3 times already. Scout. Oh no, that's going to do it by players. I didn't want to do that either. So I'll just do what we do anytime anyway. All right, let's see here. So we have midweek Prem. Let's look at our match odds here. Premier League. So we have Man City, big favorite at home against Brighton. Arsenal, Liverpool. Look at those odds. This is Arsenal, Liverpool. Arsenal 62% to win. Newcastle 59% against Leeds. Man United somehow 59% away to Burnley with Darren Fletcher as manager now. Oh yeah, we didn't talk about Wilfred Nancy getting fired either. We'll get into that. Then we have Everton favored at home against Wolves. Brentford favored at home against Sunderland. Chelsea favored away to Fulham. Bournemouth decent, same favorites, but at home against Spurs, excuse me. Forest favored away to West Ham, and Villa favored away to Crystal Palace. I mean, it could just be another Newcastle week, to be honest. That's interesting. Arsenal, Liverpool, 62%. And I know that Man City had some injury issues with, I know, Vardiol and somebody else. Didn't someone else get hurt? But they have Kusanov and Ake at center back. Now it'll be difficult for City without defense. I mean, Kusanov is good. Ake is good. Let's not pretend. And Nico O'Reilly was playing regularly anyway. Nunez isn't really a right back. But who else we got? Doku, Cherky, Foden, Reinders, Haaland. I mean, are they really going to struggle? Oh, Ruben Diaz. Thank you, Romain. Yes, you're right. I mean, Diaz and Vardiol getting hurt, that's a big deal, but these guys are also very, very good. What do we have for Arsenal? And Capier still, Gabriel, Saliba, Timber in the back, Odegaard, Zubamendi, Rice, Trossard, Gyökeres, and Saka. How does Eze not start here? Yeah. Oh, that's funny. Do you have any information about Eze? Not surprised he's starting a lot less. Very surprised at the fact he's been an unused sub for 4 consecutive Prem games. Small rumors about attitude. Can't see it personally. He's typically a very hard worker. Eze seems to have fallen out of favor since he lost cash for the goal at Villa. Arsenal have 9 games in January, so I'm sure he'll get a chance again, albeit 3 aren't covered by Sorare. Yeah, because following weekend or this coming weekend, they have FA or some sort of cup. Yeah, Ake not playing or Eze not playing regularly is a weird one. Ake is so injury prone. Well, I mean, he's fit now, right? So we'll see. And then everyone on board for Newcastle: Barnes, Voltamade, and Murphy, Tonali, Guimaraes, and Joel Linton. I still don't know if it's Joel Linton or Joel Linton. I've seen both or heard both. Hall, Shar, Tiao, and Miley and Pope, right? Yeah. Okay. So we also have. So that's the only single league comp for the midweek, which we know. Let me go back just so that we can, cross our eyes and dot our T's. These are the league streak numbers. Looks like 2 people in limited hit the 5th streak, and still nobody in rare. It's actually been pretty consistent. Like, at least people are hitting the 5th streak in limited over the last few game weeks. There were some game weeks missing, obviously, because they took a little bit of a break, but they're back. I was one of these 158 last game week who hit the 3rd streak, and then I just fell off because I didn't hit 420. Joelinton? It's another one. Anyway, so that's Prem, and then there's no Prem this week. How many hit EPL 2 weeks ago? Have more fifth streaks been hit in EPL than League On? Oh, that's the same one. Sorry, hold on. So 52, yeah, way more people have hit it in Prem than because Prem had this one big week that everybody hit, and Ligue 1 just hasn't had a big week yet. I mean, this is 28 in 3 weeks, but this is 50, 60 in 2 weeks. It feels like like Bundesliga had had that one big week, the 5x streaks, and then there was another one. So yeah, more people have hit it in Prem. We also still have we had Challenger this week as well. So let's look at the lineups that won this one. And PSG rotation. PSG definitely threw it off at the beginning of the season. There was so much rotation. Yeah, it was just a mess. That's England. Let's see, Challenger. I think I have Challenger. Yeah, I do. Just save this. Okay, so this is the Challenger data, which we'll get into after we look at the lineups. But anyway, first place, D-Moore team, Schwolo, Halkett, captain 100, way to be, Elliot Watt, Pavlidis, and Samu in Porto's 1-0 win. I don't remember I actually lost the streak last game week for Challenger, and so I was starting back at 0. And I hit it with this lineup here. Silva, Inacio, red card, which really killed it. Calhanoglu, excuse me, captain, Trincao, and Dahl. I actually thought this lineup would do it. I had the Pavlidis 90, captain. Modric started this with a 65, so it was all looking up. And then Braga just decided to, who knows. And then I had a Porto stack, 3-player Porto stack. Kiwi are 38 in a clean sheet. How? 5 fouls. It's actually kind of crazy to get 5 fouls and not get a yellow. 8 possessions lost, 8 duels lost. Man, wonder if it's time to start captaining Bednarik over Kiwior. And then Benfica 3-1 with this shocking Enzo Baranachea DNP. So that got relegated, but this one promoted. So, but anyway, so this was first place. Scottish bar steward, second. Diogo Costa, who is not Scottish. Craig Halkett, Jamie McGrath, Trincao, and Pavlidis. So actually only 2 players from the SPFL for the Scottish bar steward. Good lineup, though. I have literally 3 of these guys. And then Mama Tuniag, Rui Silva, Sam Dahl, Calhanoglu, Pavlidis, and Quaresma. Quaresma 100 out of nowhere. So I have all of these cards. I could have made this lineup. Silva, I just would never do it myself. I did play Silva and Dahl and Calhanoglu. Actually, geez. Oh, no, he didn't. Oh, he did. Silva, Dahl, Calhanoglu, Pavlidis, Quaresma. And instead I played Inacio and Trincao. So 511 wins D1. Paolo wins D2, 524. Schwallow, Halkett, Jamie McGrath, Pavlidis, and Eli Yuan. This guy, I definitely crafted this guy at one point. I think I sold his rare for about $2. Tony Soprano, Callum Ward, Halkett, Watt, Pavlidis, and Devlin. Devlin, no decisive. Watt's been incredible, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Very, very solid. $28 for his limited card. I mean, so is Devlin. Whoops. There we go. Wonder if he had no big chances or anything. But Devlin, I mean, do you get more consistent than this? I don't know why I don't have one if I play Challenger. And then third place, Mignon, of course. Halkett, Richard Rios, Leandro Barrero, and Yang Hyung Jun. Wow. Why not? 524. Let's see. 495 wins D3. John McCracken absolutely won his card once. Craig Halkett, Elliot Watt, Yang, and Paul McGinn. Is it Hearts the stack to have? I mean, they've been good all season. Motherwell goalkeeper on an insane run of scores. I don't even know who the Motherwell keeper is. Did we find him? Where was he? No, that's Hearts. Where's the Motherwell keeper? Is it this guy? Oh, Callum Ward. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 clean sheets in 9 games. And the one that he didn't get a clean sheet, he lost 1-0 and had his highest score, 50 AA, 12 saves, 9 in the box, 2 high claims, a diving save, and a catch. Where are the Smothers and the sweepers? That's ridiculous. Genuinely ridiculous. All right, challenger rare, Alexander Araujo. Ward, there's Ward. Ward, Paul McGinn, Devlin, Pavlidis, Halkett. So a nice combination of SPFL and Portugal, although we didn't have Turkish Superliga, so I guess this makes sense. But yeah, there's Hearts, Motherwell, Hearts, and Pavlidis. Hotshot Hamish, Schwallow, Halkett, Jamie McGrath, Grant Hanley, and Amar Fata. What is that? 499, 535, 1. Jeez. Oh, Krychek, Salinger, Halkett, Watt, McGrath, Shanklin. 491. 535 wins it. 532 came in second. Schwolo, Quaresma, Classic. Elliot Watt, Jersey Mint. Love that. Gassama, Special Edition card. And Elijah Just. QTN, second place. Schwallow, Halkett. So the Hearts combo there. Elliot Watt, Pavlidis, and Locatelli. Wow. Was not expecting Locatelli there. Penguins in Paradise. Love that name. Butland, 72. Halkett, Raskin, Gassama, and Banningham. Araujo also hit streak 5. Ooh, where's that? Bang. So that was 535. And then let's see. Game week 39. This was their lineup before. Costa, Kiwior, Devlin, Trincao, and Luis Suarez. It's a great lineup. 38 didn't play. 37. Costa, Kiwior, Marco Asensio, Sane, and Trusty. And actually, 539 there. 539 and won 1,000 essence. My gosh. 469 would have done it here. Trubin, Otamendi, Talisca, Horta, and Skriniar. So yeah, Alexander's they know what they're doing. Did we look at D3? No, we didn't. Bruce P opened the trades. Scott Bain, Liam Henderson, Fattinger, Maswanish. I don't know. There's no way that's how you say that. And Elijah Just. Mike, thanks for coming. Enjoy outside. Ade said, Hart signing some players this window might upset some stacks or maybe make them better. One of the new guys scored well this game week. Just what we need that team to get even harder. Meaning harder to beat for all of us who don't have Hearts players. Slightly more coffee in that sip than I was expecting. Anyway, super rare. Schwolo, McGinn, that's Paul McGinn, not John. Fattinger, Yang, and Guillermo Maripan. Classic unique. No way. Where is this guy? Torino. No way. Please don't tell me. I had this guy's card a long time ago, and I don't remember. It wasn't anything like that special, but he's doing well. Good for him. I had no idea he was like still even playing. I mean, he's only 31, but still. Good to see you, Guillermo. So that's first place. Second is Mitov, Halkett, Watt, Jesper Karlsson, and Jamie McGrath, including a McGrath Classic unique. That's fun. Schwallow, Halkett, Devlin, Chrysaridis, and Shanklin. Just a big SPFL week, excuse me. Jean Butet. Wow, look at that card. That's like a original season. I don't know why I can't scroll. That's a cool card. Chalanoglu, Classic Unique. Inacio, Devlin, Pavlidis. Il Fenomeno, well done. That's great. I love that. And then are these the streaks? Yeah, here we go. So 7 people hit the top streak this game week in limited, and 1 hit it in rare. So Challenger's looking like it's been a little bit more fruitful. 32-17, 644. I think this was just SPFL, right? So I think a lot of people just didn't play. Or not, or whatever it was, 42, 43. I'm back to 1. I'm one of these 1,409. Doesn't feel as exclusive anymore. And then I think for the following weekend, actually, let's do it this way. That's midweek. And then, so this upcoming weekend, we have La Liga and Bundesliga. So Bundesliga is back, but no Liga 1, no Prem, no JPL, no Contender, but we do have Challenger and Eredivisie. I don't know if I said that out loud. And like we said, La Liga doesn't have Barcelona. So if you are playing La Liga this weekend, what do the odds look like? Villarreal, and no Real Madrid this weekend is without the top 4 teams. So no Atletico Madrid, and who's the 4th? Is it like a Spanish Cup or something? Or the Super Cup? Is that what they call it? Bilbao, thank you. Athletic Club, if you will. So I'm guessing a lot of people take this one off. Villarreal, home against Alaves, 65% to win for Villarreal. Vallecano, 55% at home against Mallorca. And then Betis, 51% away to Oviedo. Super Cup in Saudi. Yeah, of course. So this is a big one for people who don't play the top 4 teams. But so it's a leaderboard cash opportunity, but for streaks, it's like if you're playing all season and with Elche stacks, who does Elche have? Away to Valencia, so that's not as great. But yeah, that's a tricky list. I'm guessing most people just skip it. I'm sure Andreas is skipping it. And then Bundesliga, what do we got for Bundesliga this weekend? Bayern at home against Wolfsburg, 89%. Next highest, Freiburg, 56% at home against Hamburger. Jeez. Leipzig, 52% away to St. Pauli. Leverkusen at home against Stuttgart. Gladbach at home against Augsburg. Dortmund away to Frankfurt. Union Berlin favored at home against Mainz. Cologne favored away to Heidenheim, and then Hoffenheim favored away to Bremen. So it's 1, 2, 3, Nope. Four away favorites. Hoping I can hit the second streak, cheat a game week, and also go for some leaderboard cash. Do you have enough cards, like non-Barca and Real cards, Andreas? I mean, the second streak's low enough that if you had like a Valencia stack or something. So Bundesliga right there. Let me see, because I had it from last week. Yeah, let's see how many people. Bundesliga has been off for a little bit, but last weekend or last time we had a Bundesliga game week, 24 people had hit the fourth streak. So those 24 could be going for the fifth this game week. I mean, there could be more, but because these people may have taken a game off or whatnot. I have 5% on Betis and Villarreal. Not Valencia. They've been terrible. Is it Did I say Valencia? Yeah, Villarreal and Betis. Perfect opportunity, Andreas, to be honest. Sharp. I mean, Andreas is super sharp anyway, so it's not surprising to me that he's doing that. So that's Bundesliga. We have, so, I mean, obviously a nice situation for the Bayern stacks. Eredivisie, PSV, big favorites, against Excelsior. AZ, huge favorites against Volendam. 20 favored heavily against Zwolle. Groningen, 60%. Wow. Wait, there we go. Ajax favored away to Telstar. Can this be right? Feyenoord only 45% away to Heerenveen? So we got 3 guys at AFCON. Weird. Just not used to seeing Feyenoord like barely a favorite, like the lowest favorite when they're not like away to PSV or something. Very strange. So those are the 3 main competition, or it's 3 single league competitions, excuse me. And we do have Challenger next weekend. Juventus, Celtic, big favorites against Dundee United, which I think says way more about Dundee United than it does about Celtic. Hearts are away to Dundee FC. And then we've got a bunch of Serie A. Roma, Atalanta, Inter, Fiorentina. Oh, is this game week 45? No, 43. Sorry, I was just like, do we not have any sporting or anything? Or do they just not have odds yet? So no sporting. I wonder if I have anybody in this one. Yeah. So no sporting. Excuse me, no sporting. No Primeira Liga for Portugal. So no sporting, Porto, Braga, or Benfica. Yes, League Cup. Thank you, David. Hello, David. And then Turkish Superliga is not back yet. When the heck do they play? So they got the Super Cup. Fener have the Super Cup on Tuesday. And then more Cup the week after. Do they not? Hold on. Yeah, so the 18th they come back. Turkish Superliga. So not this weekend, but the weekend after. That would be game week 45, which I believe doesn't have. I thought somebody was missing in this one. Oh, Challenger's not open that game week because we only have Primeira Liga and Turkish Superliga, and they don't have enough games. Bummer, dudes. Okay. So there's like not a ton. Just go to All-Star and see what we have for the weekend. So Bayern, PSV, AZ, Juve. Oh, Liga MX are back. but no contender because we don't have any in-season Liga MX cards. AFCON's still going on as well. Morocco favored away to Cameroon, not favored against Cameroon. Senegal against Mali. Yeah, that's all the stuff that's going on. Which is kind of back to what I was saying at the beginning, that we're like getting some leagues back, but ultimately it's just a slow burn. They're not really back yet until it's like 47, I think. So 47, Bundesliga, Eredivisie, JPL, La Liga, Liga, and Prem. Yeah. So it's the end of the month. January 23rd through 27th is when we really have everything back. PSG away to Auxerre, of course. We don't have a lot of odds until like Ligue 1. This is the next. These are the next Ligue 1 fixtures. Whoa. So they've got the Cup tomorrow, or this week, excuse me. Oh, they have I don't even know what that is. Trophée des Champions. Then the French Cup, I'm assuming this weekend. And then, yeah, they play on the 16th. And then, of course, Ligue 1 comes back, and then there's midweek Champions League for the next, or midweek Champ and Europa Conference League the next 2 weekends, just to complicate things a little further. And then, yeah, AFCON's still going on. Can't wait for JPL to return. Made my first move in season rare. Ooh. So they come back in, no, not this week. This weekend. Here we go. Game week 45. JPL returns. And what do we have in that game week? USG and Club Bruges, big favorites against Mechelen and La Louvière, respectively. Sint-Truidens, 57% against Leuven. I was going to say, I always just look for Genk and Westerlo. And I guess Ghent. Ghent home against Anderlecht. That's not that fun. Antwerp away to Dender. Ede, who did you... Actually, I wonder if we could just look it up. We could just do it ourselves. Let's see who Ede started getting with JPL cards. Antwerp and Sint-Truiden are my guys. I mean, I see some Ghent here, some Cercle Bruges, little Brøndby. That's not JPL, but there we go. Let's see. League and competition. Jupiler Pro League. Okay, so we got some Ghent, Antwerp, Leuven. I think the real question is, do you have a Haspelot? Oh. What are we doing, Ede? Ede, how come you decided to go into JPL? What was it about JPL that you wanted to do at this point? Been buying a few cheap pieces with my winnings. Have you? Yeah. Like JPL has been the hardest for streaks as well. Has been super hard. Let me see if I can get. This is Jupiler. Okay, hold on. JPL. And this is the first bit that I have. And then let me get this other one. So this is so this started it off. I mean, 3 people in limited, 1 in rare, and then no one since. It's just super hard. I started a few weeks back in JPL with 1 team. We'll have 3 for game week 45. Antwerp fixtures and prices. Okay. I mean, that's fair. What's the market look like now for JPL cards? Like, are there a lot left? Ooh. Where did that go? Instant buy. Let's see. Like, I don't know what the top JPL cards go for these days. Popular player can be highest price. So Zola's 298. That's 95 of 100. McAllister's 91. All right. Sherpin, Zorgain, Smets, and Stoikers. There's Haspo. But let's see what the secondary market says. Can I sort by? Let me see if I can. Nope, not Ligon. Jupiler. Lowest price, but I actually want the highest price, so I'll go to the end. And we'll scroll up. So Woot Asselman is $8,000. Feels high. Here we go. Solis 204, Vanaken 164. McAllister is he really this? Like, I know he's good, but man, I didn't realize he was like that good. Like that expensive, excuse me. There's Sherpin. Is he still under? No, he's not under 23. Ipolo, Bayram, and Haspelat. Yeah, like I'm dumb enough to do a Westerlo stack if I played JPL. Oh, McAllister's injured. Oh, okay. Like, I would take these two and Youngdahl. That's the Westerlo keeper, right now. And then Vanaken in a forward. I guess Zolis is Vanaken's even pretty expensive. Smets and Stoikers. Do you need 1, 2, 3? Yeah, you could do that. Now you have me wondering. There's Youngdahl. I mean, I assume that I know Westerlo are quite poor, but like that's actually not that bad. Who do they have coming up? Circle Brood. Look, this is where I get suckered into this. And my new upcoming video. Why I'm getting into Jupiler League right now. If Mike Baston were here, he would be giving me a really hard time about it, but he's not. So let's go. Circle Bruges at home, away to Mechelen, away to Zulte Waregem, home against Sint-Truiden, away to Antwerp. That's not great. Home against Charleroi, home against USG is not great. But then Leuven, Bruges. Is that the end of the season? No, March 20th. Oh, and then they split, right? But could they split? Oh, what am I doing? Might as well do super rare if you're getting in. Oh, it's a good point. And then they get relegated. Is that? I'm going to see like the whole table. JPL table brings me to the Jamaican Premier League, which is kind of hilarious. They just split half and half, right? Isn't it? Or, oh no, do they do thirds? They do something weird, don't they? Yeah. 6, 6, and 4. Okay, so if it ended today, I didn't realize Mechelen and Standard Liège were this high. But if it ended today, then USG through Standard, but then Antwerp, Ghent, and Genk are part of the bottoms or the middle 6. Oof, that doesn't seem great. But yeah, let's see, Sean. Let's see. I actually have a classic Haspelat super rare. But I'm guessing let's just take out these other teams. We'll just go straight Westerlo. Antwerp will be top 4 soon, on fire. Okay, great. Get him out. So 238 for Bayram. Youngdahl's 450. That's like, that can't possibly be. Wonder why this one didn't show up. Nobody's actually paying $400 for that, right? 369, and nothing is sold in 3 months. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Hold on. Instant buy 4 months ago. These are all of them? These are all the Youngdahl in-season super rares? That's a bit frustrating. Super is a bit rich for me, maybe in a few seasons after I hit some streak fives. I mean, you never know. You don't want to rule it out. But like it's I feel like they should be auctioning more. If nobody's paying any, like if nobody has bought one of these in months and you've only done 3 of them, 2, 5, and 6. Bayram just sold on Christmas Eve auction, 187 to Basel. 238 is the floor. Guy loves a negative decisive, man. Whew. Is it an error led to goal or is that an own goal? Error led to goal. Here's a red card against Genk, which did this get rescinded? Because he hasn't missed a game yet. Is he going to miss this Circle Bruges game in game week 45? Ruin our plans? And then Ferry is just so goal dependent. I know because I have his cards. What's his super rare cost? 215. Last one sold for 100 on Christmas Day. I wouldn't really buy him anyway. Bayram has Youngdahl. Maybe I'll say it on the Sorare channel since we're here. I feel like classic special editions should count as in seasons. But how cool of a card is that? They said, only been playing just over a year, just been trying to build a gallery for the most part, but starting to add a little quality and some rares now. Love it. That's exactly what you should do. It's a game of patience, of which I don't really have much of, but I get it. I get it. 380 for a Haspelat super rare, but 225 is the last sale. So like 225 for the rare or 73 for this. I'm sorry, 225 for the super rare. 75 for the rare. 4x ish. Yeah. Okay. I don't really want to get into JPL, but it is tempting now that you mentioned that. Can we just do a whole? Let's just. I was literally just about to say, let's just instant buy a Westerlo collection, which I'm certainly not going to do. But do we want current club? Sure. So Haspelat's the most expensive, 22. Oh, Piedfort. Yeah, he's good. Piedfort and so that's the stack you want. Youngdahl, Piedfort, Haspelat, Bayram, and then like a one-off forward. What is a Piedfort? Do they have any in-season super rares? Okay. Got a bunch. including this one that's vaulted. $50 2 months ago. Well, or 5 months ago. Well done. Yeah, he's going up. 245. Any rares on the market? $44. 30 or sorry, 38. And if you don't want Nacho Ferry and Zolas is too expensive. Primary market slowed down a lot, so secondary prices are going up and up. Maybe, yeah. Decent cheap U23s in JPL. I don't, but like if I'm going to play JPL, I don't need to buy a U23 guy. But let's scout. Who are the JPL forwards we might want? Zolas is the easy one. Oh, Angulo, yeah. Wow, Kirk. Speaking of Antwerp, there you go. He's on fire. Torgan Hazard. Oh yeah, Patrick Fluck. I guess Westerlo actually. Oh no, this is USG. Amenta. Van Brederode at Mechelen. That's right. Yeah, he's been decent lately. I would love it if Juni Ito started playing again. There's Nacho Ferry. It's just not a lot, you know? And I guess if you're playing for leaderboard cash, you don't necessarily need to always have huge scores. Meaning you almost don't need to consider you don't need to consider streaks as much. Kalali, that's a name I remember, is a forward card but plays wingback. Yeah. Let me see what the last JPL weekend was. Is it 37? Just like as we randomly look at. There we go. Steve Ngora. There's Kalali. Yeah, I remember. There he goes. Yeah. Spilo also has Kalali. Nexus. There's Kirk. Tebow Summers. I have his classic card. Where was he? Circle Bruges, maybe? I forget which one I have. Hold on. Yeah, there you go. Nailed it. Jack Daniels, hello. Stop checking out JPL cards before it's too late. I'm just kind of curious, like what people play. Promise David. Yeah, so it's a lot of USG, I guess, right? Bertuccini, who was the Anderlecht. And then Vincent Janssen, who's at Antwerp. He's still at Antwerp, right? Yeah. Yeah, it just does seem like it's just like a bunch of guys at forward. Whoever scores that week. If you have the forward that scored that week, you win. There's Kirk's 100. There's Nacho Ferry, probably with a big chance missed. Oh, there's my lineup right there. Haspelot Ferry. I'm just kidding. And then Promise David. How's he been? Yeah, just he didn't even start all the time. It doesn't make it any easier. But anyway, Ede, good luck with your, what was it, Antwerp and someone else? Did you say you, or St. Truden? Oh, well, let's Can we do both? Antwerp and St. Trudens. And we'll take out. I'm a big L40 stan, so let's see. Zolas. Wait, why is he showing up? There we go. All right. Ito. He's good. Midfielder, yeah. I don't know this guy. Musliu. This is the kind of AA that I love to see. Although he is only a defender. I thought that was a midfielder. There's Janssen. Yamamoto. Hello. Yeah, this is exactly my type of player. Nice AA. Ito and Goto will be next for me when I win a bit more. I have this guy's super rare. As you can see, it was a great one. There's Kirk. There's Goto. Okay. Kaisuke Goto. Where did he come from? Does he have only cards from this season? He does. Okay. On loan from Anderlecht. Okay. Cool. Yeah, he looks good. Oh, and he's only 20, just like you were saying. And then, yeah, Kakubo, excuse me, I know has been pretty good. Summers isn't bad when he gets on the score sheet. I think it is good scouting. Oh, Taniguchi is there. I forgot about that. Yeah, that's really good scouting, Ade. Good luck. Good luck. I don't think I can jump into JPL right now. It is tempting with that Haspelat super rare, not going to lie, since I already have one going. All right. So let's review this midweek. We have, Prem, Champ, U23, and All-Star. So we're inside, will be able to give us a good view of all of the teams that are playing. Although, will this work? Again, we won't get the odds. And then, yes, obviously we have AFCON. Hold on. Just want to see who the highest favorites are. Napoli against Verona. Why are they playing midweek? That's a silly one. Now I'm wondering if I have a lineup. Providel, Leno. Oh, because Merritt doesn't start. I forgot about that. I hope he leaves. All right. So Lazio against Fiorentina. Actually, hold on. This is limited. If I have enough rare cards, I'd love to play them. Providel, Truffert against Tottenham. The ups and downs of this guy are wild. Look at that. 66, 2, 76, 15, 76, 18. 76 without a decisive against Chelsea. 41 AA. My gosh. And 66 against Chelsea. The guy just owns Chelsea. Service crew, hello. Thanks for coming in. Sorry, where were we? Oh, hold on. And there's Providel. All right. We've got Everton defense against Wolves. That's with Mikolenko. This is the week to play him according to the pattern. It's a good point. Good point. Lock him in. Di Lorenzo against Verona. 68% to win. Wrench, This looks like a Mikolenko. Don't know if I love this. Modric against Girona. Excuse me, Genoa. Genoa. Garner against Wolves. We'll take both of them. Cherky against Brighton and Doku. Oh, I would love to play them together. Not sure I have another forward if I do that, though, and I'll have another lineup. Esposito against, is that Cremonese? Oh, and I have Bongonda. Yeah, let's get a little wild. Wolves stack for back-to-back wins. I'm not sure this is the week for the Wolves stack. All right, let's try that. And then I'll do another one as well with Leno home against Chelsea, Di Lorenzo against Verona. I also have Buongiorno. And we just hope that Napoli can really control that game. This is where it gets a little ugly. Çalhanoğlu, Inter at home, away to Parma. We don't know if he's going to play. Bruno's out. Leslie Ugochukwu at home against Manchester United without a manager, coming off a negative decisive 10. But I'm not sure I have much else. I say that like I'm not sure I have much else. I don't have much else. I have Oliver Sorensen, who's at home against Inter. Well, let's try Leslie. Why not? From the my Ren collection. Oh no, Esposito's hurt. Unknown return date. But 90% to play. So we put him in. And then we've got some AFCON guys. Bongonda, who is away to Algeria. That seems bad. Gueladue home against, is that Burkina Faso? I think it is. But Wrench away to Lecce playing for Roma. Hmm. Ivory Coast. Has he like really been, what has he been doing? These scores are terrible. He just doesn't attack at all. I appreciate he's a defender, but that's kind of disappointing to see. All right, let's do Wrench. That's kind of a known quantity there. And we'll captain Çalhanoğlu until we see tomorrow. Oh, we play Turkey. We captain Turkey. And then I don't know if I have a limited goalkeeper. Can we get this lineup back in D1? Yeah, I don't even have another goalkeeper. But do we have a lineup here? Mandy at home against Ivory Coast. Oh, Mikolenko, Dorgu, Tapsoba. Oh, Tapsoba's a big underdog, though. So if we played Mandy, plays for Algeria, Mikolenko. There's Sorensen. This is getting a little ugly now. Because I'll have to play Bergvall, who didn't start. Yeah, this isn't worth it. Yeah, we may just have to sit that one out. Because I don't even have a goalie. Which obviously means we see what's out there. Playing game week 42. Goalkeeper. And let's even do an L5 more than 4 or 4 and higher. Let's see. But he's gone for AFCON. Benitez, Ramsdale. There's nobody here. Apart from Morocco, no one's at home at AFCON. That's fair. I just kind of like read it that way, but you're right. Home away doesn't matter there. Shamal George. I'm not sure any of these are worth going after. And by I'm not sure, I mean, I think we all know they're not. Donnarumma, Raya, I don't even play Prem. So buying a Prem goalie doesn't make a ton of sense. I could buy Butland, if I really wanted to play. Got a home and home against Aberdeen and then Ludo Goretz. Why not? Why not? This is how bad decisions get made. And so I'm just not going to make it. I'm going to stop, go back to the homepage and just say, all right, don't do that. Don't do that. So just the two lineups for the midweek, both in rare, and I'm taking dice roll on Doku. Maybe some news will come out in the next day or so. Well, hopefully hopefully today. And by news, I just mean kind of any indication that Doku is ready to play. Instead of who would play instead of him? Mukasa and Heskey. I mean, surely no. Doku could now be fit enough to start. So he was available. Did he come on? He played 20 minutes off the bench, completed 6 passes, took a shot, and drew a foul. Surely he's ready to play, to start, I mean. We can stop messing around and just get him back in. Right? Has Bernardo been playing? Bernardo Silva? Because he's going to have to sit. Yeah. Wait, did he? Yeah, Silva. So 60% on Silva, 70%. It's funny how Nico Gonzalez just locked in when Rodri's not there, and then Rodri comes back, and they don't possibly play a 4-3, a 4-2-3-1. Even a 4-3-3, like Reinders, Rodrigo, and Nico. Then I guess you have to sit one of these 3 guys. Yeah. Complicated. Oh, Nico Gonzalez is questionable. Okay. Yeah, this is why, even as we're sitting here, what's the best Man City lineup? It's easy for us to say that versus, oh, I wonder what Pep thinks is the best lineup, because that's really what matters. But I don't even play Prem, so whatever. Anyway, that's all I got for today. I'll expand that a little bit. Really appreciate everybody coming. Like I said at the beginning, if you were not here for the beginning, I also do Sorare content over on my own YouTube channel. It is called Sorare with Laird. If you just go to YouTube and search that, you'll find it. I also have a Patreon that helps support all of the content I do. Patreon.com/Andrew M. Laird. The link is on that YouTube page as well. You can also find me on Twitter at Andrew M. Laird, and all of the relevant links are there. I will be back streaming about Sorare tomorrow, Tuesday, I think with Harry Trades. And so if you're a Harry fan, come hang out. And that's all I got. Much appreciated to everybody coming. For those who are participating in midweek competitions, good luck with your lineups. I hope they all smash through the streak levels they're on, and you find yourself at the top of the leaderboard. Because it's fun. It's fun. Anyway, thank you for coming. Please make sure you get outside.